Hello, and welcome to Fine, I'll Talk About It, the podcast where we say the quiet parts out loud. Real talk, straight to the point, no fake positivity. I'm your host, Danielle Young, and today I'm joined by Morgan Rose, all the way from France. Morgan is
Hi.
a Hi. Morgan is a sales SEO copywriter and long-term visibility strategist who helps service business owners get found and get clients from Google through a website that sells their offers like hot croissants. Today, we are talking about toxic business coaching and social media's influence and why it matters right now. Morgan, welcome to Fine. I'll talk about it.
Hi. Thanks a lot for having me. I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you here. One thing I love about Zoom, we can do this all the way, I think, 6,000 miles away from me. It's awesome.
Magical. Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome to have this possibility. We're
it
blessed.
is.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. So why don't we just start off with telling us a little bit about you and what exactly it is that you do, and then we will hop right in to the toxic business strategies.
Okay. So I started my business in 2016 and I was in the wellness industry. So think about personal development coaching, mindset, and all that. And I had no idea about marketing. Yeah. So my messaging back then was like, yeah, I do coaching and it can help you. Like it can really change your life. Great marketing message. And at the same time, I was like, I don't know why I'm not really getting a lot of clients. Well, fast forward to 2024. Well, in between, I've learned. But I started having clients who were actually asking me for messaging advice and website audit and help for their website. And since I started my business, I developed that knowledge, so to speak. I was having fun creating my own websites and learning SEO by myself. Like intuitively, I just figured it out. And when they were starting to ask me that, at the same time, I was a little bit burnt out by doing the same thing. I was doing also another type of work, but I don't want to mention this because it's something I stand against now. So I'm not going to mention it because I don't want to advertise it.
Perfect.
Um, but I was really feeling like I had explored everything that I had to do. And this calling was like, okay, maybe that's what I need to do. So I kind of pivoted naturally, actually. So I started doing both. And then in July 2024, I'm like, no, I'm stopping everything wellness related. I only kept one client for mindset, but that's it. And I started copy. And actually, I find so much joy in helping business owners, service based. I specialize in service based because I've been there struggling with my messaging, speaking to everybody, therefore nobody, and spending hours on social media, paying coaches a lot of money to get advice that we're going to probably talk about in this episode,
Mhm.
um, that actually burnt me out, even created trauma because some of them were obnoxious.
Yeah.
Not, not bashing. I'm just sharing this to create awareness because when you're starting a business, you're already doubting yourself, right? I mean, doubting is human, right? It's more like, oh my God, how do I figure this out? It can be a lonely journey. And if you have prior trauma, I'm not a trauma specialist by any means, right? But I'm just speaking from experience. When you have prior trauma, it's easy to make it about you in a way like, oh, I suck. I must be doing something wrong. Why is it working for others, not for me?
Hmm.
So, and I really genuinely don't wish that to anybody. I don't wish for anyone to go through that. So that's also why it's like, I know it's going to sound cliche because everyone is saying, oh, it's my mission, it's my passion, but that's true.
Yeah.
So there I am helping service-based work less in marketing, because if they had wanted to do marketing, they would have opened a marketing agency. Someone who opens their business, it's because they want to work on their expertise. They want to share, like create impact, whatever it is that they're doing, right?
Yeah.
So marketing, self-promotion can be hard for sure.
Yeah, and I feel like as a business owner, that is the one thing that I struggle with is self-promotion, and there's so much differing information out there. You can look anywhere and see 10, you know, quote unquote marketing experts, and they're all going to give you different messages. And it's like, well, which one do I go with?
Mm.
How do you choose? I mean, there's
Mm.
so many. Well, if you do this, you'll get 10,000 clients by the end of the year. And if you do this, you'll get $20,000 a month minimum. And I mean, all the messaging around this stuff is so confusing. And no one tells you that it's not typical.
Right. And I want to start by addressing something in what you're saying about this strategy works, this strategy works. Everything works, but not everything will work for everyone.
Mm,
So there is
yeah.
also a huge confusion I feel in the business, is the influencer business model and the
Hmm.
entrepreneur business model. Not every entrepreneur wants to be an influencer. I freaking don't. Like,
Yeah.
nothing against influencer, like to each their own, but not me, please don't. Like, no. I don't want to be like having that, whatever. That's not for me. But those gurus who are preaching these things are actually talking to people who are entrepreneurs. A lot of them are introverts, because they are a lot of introverts who are intimidated by social media. But when they see
Hi.
someone, same.
Yeah.
I I get it. And this is where it gets dangerous, is because you see this business coach who's running her business or his business like an influencer. And you're like, oh, okay, well, if it works for them, I'm just going to copy paste, basically like follow their strategy, and it's going to work for me.
Yeah.
But no. And that's what they're also good at, making you believe. And it's dangerous. It's very dangerous, because not everyone is built to be on social media. I'm not saying not everyone can succeed, but I'm I'm this example, for example. Like, I'm my nervous system, my brain, my being, me,
Yep.
I'm not made for social media. The only
Yep.
one I can tolerate is LinkedIn, because it ranks on Google. Your posts are showing on Google. And in my head, it's like, okay, first of all, it's mostly professional. So you see less weird things, let's say.
That's a good way to
And
put it.
right? You're not distracted by cute puppies, because I love puppies, I love cats, I love animals. So it's easy to fall into this rabbit hole. So it's easier for me to have this focus on LinkedIn, because it's business, and but still it's social media. So I use it strategically, but everything Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, I can't. Like, I'm not wired for that. And I know I'm not the only one. So my message is, you don't have to. You don't have to if you don't like it. There are plenty of other ways. Social media are relatively new. I mean, before social media, people were already selling and buying and using websites and other ways. So yes, they are an amazing tool. I will never deny that. That's how you connected. You you meet amazing people online. It's a great tool. But using it to please the algorithm and to chase the vanity metrics and things that don't really matter, this is where they get dangerous.
Right. Because I feel like, those of us who are genuine on there,
Mm.
we have a hard time, quote unquote, beating the algorithm. And I feel like the people who are really popular in some ways compromise their message and compromise themselves and their integrity to beat
Mm,
the algorithm.
yeah.
And it's not about followers.
Mm,
I don't care how many likes I get on
mm,
a post, but I want my integrity and my messaging to come through as authentic. And I think that gets lost in translation when you are an influencer. You're
mm.
getting paid to be on social media.
Yeah. And it's also oh, it only takes me 15 minutes a day. That's not true. And you have sometimes coaches who tell you you need to do this, this, this in such a bracket of time. I was talking about this with a friend who is a social media expert, but the with integrity, with authenticity, right?
Hmm.
And she was saying how she keeps seeing big gurus saying you do this in 20 minutes. Uh, but then in the next video, she was like, "Hey," or reel or whatever it was. They were showing the team. This person was responsible for a reel. This person was responsible for stories. So I mean, like you're literally contradicting what you just said,
Yeah.
and that's not good because people who want to impact, who want to make a difference, who want to earn a living, right?
Yeah.
Then they're going to believe what these coaches are saying. And I was one of them. I mean, one of them to believe, right?
Yeah.
and and that's when you lose money, and sometimes you get shamed also because, oh, one of my favorite ones, it was a group coaching program, and I came with a question because I was facing an issue. I was told to stop focusing on problems. And
Mm.
basically, it's my mindset who is the problem, because if I think more positively, my problem will be solved. And then there was the pet of that coach, the favorite one, who started lecturing me. Yeah, you're focusing on the problem. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I thought by hiring a coach, I could talk about the problem, not because I'm having a self pity party, but just because I'm asking questions to get out of that problem, and I
Right.
need help.
If I had a solution, I wouldn't be asking a question.
Right. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry to ask questions that you don't have answers to, apparently.
Yeah.
And this is, I'm laughing about it because what else can I do? Right. I mean,
Right.
it was a traumatic experience because it's not the only instance that happened, but it is just the impact of those things. Like you,
Hmm.
you really feel alienated, and then you realize that some are just selling enough to keep you busy, but not like just to keep you constantly in the loop. And this is like of needing them. So I get that everybody needs to eat. Like we all need money to pay our bills. But can we please do that with integrity? Like, can we not hold back, and can we empower, not in a fluffy way, not in a toxic positive way, but more like, really not what do you call it, gatekeeping.
Hmm.
Not gatekeeping things on purpose. Like, yes, there are boundaries, there are limits, there are package that you purchase, but make it clear, make it transparent from day one what is going to be possible, because at some point it's like, oh yes, this, but you need to upgrade. Like, cool, I wish I had known before.
Yeah.
So it's this whole lack of transparency that is really, Mm, harmful, toxic, I
Yes.
would say.
Yeah, for sure. And
Mhm.
I fell for it too. I mean, I consider myself to be a fairly intelligent person, and I fell for it. Last year when I was starting this company, I hired a coach and spent thousands and thousands of dollars because I bought into their BS. And they promised me all of these things, and I'm like, okay, great. Like, this sounds great. And then they get me in, and it's like, okay, here's your strategy. You are going to post 3 times a day on TikTok, and then you're going to repurpose all three of those videos. to other platforms. And that's how you're going to get clients.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, well, I don't have a TikTok account. I'm not on TikTok. Well, get one because that's what you're going to have to do. Okay.
Okay.
So, how many days do you think it took me before I got really burned out on making TikTok videos?
For me, it would be one day.
Yeah. Yep. It just takes 15 minutes. It'll take you 15, 20 minutes to do it. No, it took me 3 hours because you not only do you have to like take the video, you have to edit the video, and then you have to put captions on the video, and then you have to repurpose the video. And it's like there you have three of those. So they don't tell you, it's like, oh, well, it's simple. It's just simple. Just go do this. Yeah, burned out. And all I got were followers.
Yeah, and followers don't pay the bills, right?
Right. Followers are not putting food on my table. They're not feeding my children. They're not paying my mortgage. But
Yeah.
this was, it's like predator prey.
Yeah. Yeah. Predator, that's a great word actually. It's sad, but
Hmm.
that's really what it is. They see you as a walking banknote
Yeah.
or a walking credit card, whatever.
Yep.
And then it's just this you know more about narcissism than me because that's your specialty, like helping people recover from narcissistic abuse. But I
Yeah.
call this narcissistic system because it's all the chasing the vanity, chasing the money
Mm-hmm.
for the glory. And there is no depth, there is no authenticity. Some of them say they do care. I don't agree with that because I mean I'm not generalizing, right? But those I
Yeah.
have experienced, um, no. They say they filter people. They have you on a call before to see your if you're a good fit or not.
Hmm.
But they say yes to everybody
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh, yeah. You get that. Oh, well, you're unique. You're special. We don't take
Yeah,
everybody. We feel like you have a
yeah,
really good message. You have really good opportunity to flourish with us and blah, blah, blah. And
yeah. Yeah, they say like you're special. It's just this grooming, right? The
mhm,
grooming, and that's how Satan works. The deception, the illusion. And so there is this kind of narcissist, like the guilt tripping as well. Whether you buy from them or not, you get guilt tripped. Like if you buy and then you're not getting results, it's your fault because their strategy works. It's not like, oh,
mhm,
okay, you're running into a problem right here. So let's hop on a call. I take it upon me because I want you to have results. Let me see what's not working. Maybe I wasn't clear. Like before blaming someone, or actually, I don't even recommend blaming someone at all. Like they're your client, right? Like you can have problems, but find like a ground to talk with them and experience. And I almost want to say, in messaging, sometimes you hear people say, "We don't care about your how." People don't buy the coaching, they don't buy whatever, they buy the results. So don't
mhm.
mention your how. There is a difference between leading with the how and not mentioning the how at all. Usually people who are telling you not to mention the how, it's because they're not being transparent.
Mm,
They don't want you to know what their how is for whatever reason, deception, or maybe because they're afraid someone is going to steal their strategy. I don't know. But always talk about the how. Just don't lead your message with that. Don't sell coaching, sell the result of the coaching, but then still talk about the how.
yeah.
What you're going to do. Like, is it I don't know, if you purchase something, let's say you want to have more clients, you go with someone, they don't tell you how, and then they're like, "Oh, you're just gonna buy 3 black candles, you're gonna buy this, and you're gonna do ritual." I mean, I'm exaggerating here,
Yeah. You're
but
not, but yeah.
it's like the how is so important because maybe it goes against your values.
Right.
Like if you're being told to like I'm going to take your example to use TikTok, I would have been fuming because TikTok is the last place on earth, on, on the internet earth, where I want to be. And I know it works for some people. It works wonders for some. They're having fun. I respect that.
Yeah.
I'm not built for TikTok. So if I would purchase a program, a course, whatever, without knowing that, and then I'm in, I'm like, oh, we have a problem here because
Yeah.
I cannot. It's not that I don't want, because even if I wanted, I couldn't. It's like boundaries. There are things I will not do in my business. Being on TikTok is one of them.
Yeah. I know. And when I went to them and I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. I'm posting 3 times. And they would check my TikTok and they're like, well, your hooks are good. Your videos are good. We don't know why you're not getting anyone. And it's like, okay, well, we need to come up with a different strategy. And at that point, it was when the head honcho said, you just need to change your mindset.
Ah, here it is.
And I'm
Mm.
like, really? Because I'm a data person and my data is showing me I don't need to change my mindset. I need a different strategy. You need to change your mindset on what I need.
Mm.
You're offering a one size fits all, and I'm not one size fits all. And they were like, well, basically, my coach told me we don't know how to work with you. We don't know what to do with you because you're not posting, you know.
Oh,
It,
it's horrible.
and I'm like, I literally just paid you tens of thousands of dollars to help me with build my business, and it's all relying on TikTok. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I
Mm.
was furious. And then after that, it was like crickets. I would go ask for help and, oh, well, we're going to collaborate with this other business strategist person on our team. And, we're going to have to come up with something special for you. And I'm like, you don't already have this stuff in place?
Mm.
That's when I knew I had made a huge mistake. Huge
Mm.
mistake. It's awful. And people are falling for this every single day. And I still see them advertising on social media. And I just want to put in the comments, like, please don't fall for this. Like, this is not, this is not a strategy. It's a cash grab is what it is.
Mm. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that you've had this experience, because it's very hard after that to trust and to believe that there is a strategy for you, because
Yeah.
you're really being like, they're pointing finger at you, like, oh,
Yeah.
wait, you're not normal. Oh, okay. And it's not even like questioning themselves, or um yeah, like you said, trying to find another strategy to help you, like the humanity, the conscience. Like, I would never be able to look at myself in the mirror if that would be the case. I would offer a refund. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
like, I would want to make up for that mistake, because mistakes are one thing, but when it becomes a strategy,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
um like deceiving, that's really deceiving, and that's
Yeah. But it's so prevalent now. There's so many different, we'll say, quote, coaches who, whether it be like a TEDx coach or whether it be like a marketing coach or a business coach, like there's so many of these different strategies out there that it's, people, I mean, I get inundated with it all the time because I'm a business owner. So I'm constantly getting slammed with, let's raise your cash by $50,000 a month and, you can make 5 million by the end of 25. I'm like, well, we've got we got literally like 6 weeks left in the year. You're going to help me make $500,000 in 6 weeks? Like, get out of here. I know you're lying. But it's
yeah.
that stuff, and people will fall for that because they think, and I'm one of those people, because they think, well, okay, this sounds great. It sounds easy, but nobody, like you said, nobody tells you what the process involves. And it could involve things like cold calling, cold DMing, cold emailing, all those things that some people don't want to do. Like,
Mhm.
that's not in my business plan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you do in those instances? when you've fallen for this, it's like
Yeah.
it's so
First of all,
it's so tragic.
it's tragic, it's traumatic, and I really feel talking about it helps.
Yeah.
Because at first, I was ashamed. I felt stupid. First of all, because I couldn't make it work. I couldn't make it work, all of this between quotation mark.
Yeah.
I thought it was the only way. I thought I had to use social media. And then I kind of switched mode and went a little bit crazy in the sense that I was told to create content every day. I created content every day for 3 months. And when I say every day, I'm talking about Sundays too.
Oh, wow. 7
Like
days a
I
week.
would batch, schedule everything on Meta to the
Mhm.
point that at the time I was even frustrated because I could quote unquote only schedule 2 months in advance. I think it was 2 months or whatever. Because I fell in the opposite. I'm like, oh, I must be doing something wrong. So I'm gonna make this work. And I created content. But my messaging was still fluffy, airy fairy, vague, unicorn language. Um, unlock your mindset, change your life, this kind of thing.
Mhm.
It doesn't really say
Yeah.
a lot. So I burned out.
Mhm.
And paradoxically, the more I was posting, the crappiest my statistics were, like my insights, like my reach, my
Mm.
views. Once
Mhm.
again, not for vanity metrics, but just to measure, right? The more I was showing up, the worse my numbers were. And then
Interesting.
I'm like, what is the problem here? What
Yeah.
is the problem? And I've tried several times, right? Like I went to this crazy phase and then I paused, I burned out, changed my service because I was like, oh, maybe I need to create a new offer.
Yeah.
Felt for that as well. And same thing. Then I resumed posting and then reels started being a thing. I'm like, oh, I will make reels as well. First, let's say the very first reels. So I would post maybe every day or once in a while, maybe 4 times a week. I genuinely cannot remember because that was a few years ago. And the numbers started improving. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's promising. And then when I was consistent again, it's boom, froze. So I'm
Hmm.
like, oh, why am I not like, am I the only one? I even thought my Instagram was dead. Actually, I ended up deleting that Instagram profile because I came to the conclusion maybe I've pivoted too much. Like not pivoted, I was still doing the same activity, but maybe I've changed my target audience. Maybe I've changed my offer too much. So I deleted everything when I completely pivoted and changed my business anyway, because I tried everything to revive this account. It was dead as the cemetery down the street, like nothing to do. I contacted Instagram, crickets,
Yeah.
like the assistants kind of thing. Never got a reply. So I'm like, I'm just gonna delete it. And now I'm like, if it's I'm not I'm not volunteering for Instagram anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm posting now. I have a profile that I use strategically, optimized. It says what I do for who, what results they get, and what to do next. That's what I call the 4W question. What, for who, what results, like what you do for who, what results, and what to do next.
Hmm.
You direct someone to freebie or whatever you want them to do, because relying on social media is not safe anyway, because bots can decide to lock your account, to delete your account just like that. It happened to me with a friend. We had a joint account when we started a joint business years ago. And we didn't do anything wrong. We're just posting about business. And one beautiful morning, we're like, oh, thank you, Instagram bots. You have deleted our account.
Nice.
So that was very nice. And it was a business account. Like, we were not talking about anything weird. That was business. And we were just replying to comments, not spamming anyone, not really, not doing anything crazy.
Yep.
So yeah, and your profile can get hacked. Like TikTok was almost banned in the US. You never know what
Hmm.
can happen. Like, so I would always recommend not to put all your eggs in the same basket, even if one social media platform is recommended. Always repurpose on the long term platform. Like if you do reels, put them on YouTube for shorts, because at least it keeps working for you, and all these things. Because if the day shizzle happen, you're like, oops, what's next? Like all these people, you need to find a way to get them into your world through a freebie, through a call, low ticket offer, whatever it is. But yeah, and not posting. Like I'm barely posting nowadays on Instagram. I need to update it. I have a French account that I'm experimenting with, and my English account. I need to update my English account because I just want to have strategic, let's say 6. I was going to go for 9 or 12, but I'm like, I'd rather clean my cat's litter box than do that. So I won't. It feels more productive, feels more
Yeah.
rewarding. I'm just going to stick to, let's say 6, because people rarely look at the posting date, right? Especially now with the pin post. You can have a
Hmm.
pin post for 2 years. I don't know if that existed 2 years ago, but you know what I mean, like long time ago. And your newest posts are below anyway. So just have a fixed grade. That's what I'm working on, that are promoting the freebie that I want people to, that I want. I want. That sounds authoritative. I mean, that I wish for people to go into, those who are interested. And then they can find me, download, and all my posts are going to link back to that resource. Not even what I do in general. What I do in general is in my name field. Then I focus my bio on that freebie, and then all the posts are related to the freebie.
Hmm.
One step at a time, one step, like the top of the funnel, as they call it. And that's how I choose to make social media work for me,
Hmm.
because my nervous system doesn't have the capacity. Like I'd rather do something else than post on Instagram. And now you even when you're scrolling, you're like, oh, ad break. I close the app. I'm not, thank you for reminding me that I need to get the hell out of here.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I get it. I mean, everybody needs to eat, to have bills to pay. I mean, you know, but I don't want to support these platforms who are literally making money out of us. And once again, it's a wonderful tool. It works for some. I'm just talking for people like myself. I know I'm not alone.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm introvert. I don't like social media. I mean, if it's doesn't require my face to be on there, I can post, but I don't know, it was never really my thing. And I I talk to a lot of other business owners and they're like, "Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get how social media works." It's the algorithm. There's so much that goes into it, and then you find these people who are like, "I can help you beat the algorithm." Well, can you? Like what does that involve?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just it's this whole big r- racket. And I remember when Facebook actually came out, I connected with my old kindergarten friends, that I hadn't seen in years. And how did we go from there to where we are today, which is all of this? It's just it's just garbage. There's so much out there now that isn't helpful for me. It might be for others, but not for me in my daily life. Like I want to see what my mom posts. I want to see what my friends post. But instead, I'm seeing all of these accounts that I don't even follow, that I have no idea. I've never heard of them before, but here they are. And the people that I actually know are gone.
Mm.
My mom says, I don't see your post for 3 days. I'm your kid. I should come before a stranger. But no, it's the algorithm. It's just pushing out and pushing out. It's a machine.
Yeah. And
And
it's like a unicorn. Everybody's talking about it, but nobody knows how it works, if it exists, what is really going on, right?
yeah, and the mental health repercussions because of it. I mean, let's talk about that for a second. It is so sickening to me that children are harming themselves because of social media and that we're allowed this platform to harm and berate and belittle other human beings. People get so bold when there's just a keyboard and a screen between them and someone else.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you can't say this to my face, I dare you, say this to my face. If you can't, don't type it. No one takes,
Trolling.
yeah, people doom scroll, hate scroll. These are actual things now. I mean, people will scroll to be a troll. And it's like, what has happened to us as a people, as a society, as a world that has made us want to do that?
Honestly, I feel blessed that I grew up before social media were a thing because I was bullied at school.
Yeah.
And at least at the time, when once you were getting out of the school bus or just exiting the class, you could be home in a safe space. You
Yeah.
didn't have to worry. I mean, yeah, you would worry, but I mean, at least you didn't have to see, like, there was no smartphone, or it was just starting, at least here in France, because France is always a little bit late. I mean, later than the US and all of that. Like, Facebook only came, I think, in 2009, 2010 over here, I think.
Mm,
And very few people, well, whatever. It's out of topic, but I mean, at least when I was a child, I could have my holidays and my weekends in my own little world. I didn't have to worry about receiving a DM of insult or whatever. But
yeah.
nowadays, I genuinely feel for kids who who are going through that. And when I hear about suicide, I'm like, wow, this
Yeah.
this shouldn't freaking happen. This is a shame.
Yeah.
It's a shame, and to me, it's very serious. And those people, the the trolls, the bullies, right? Yeah, of course, some of them are children too, but I don't know, like, what is where did they learn that? Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I don't understand. So I cannot judge because I don't have children, and the school trauma is part of the 1,000 reasons why I don't. But and I'm totally fine with that decision. But honestly, if I had children, I would be worried. And I don't want to sound like a party pooper or someone who sees life
No.
negatively. That's not how I am. But children, you don't freaking touch children.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, they're innocent. They're starting their life. They need to learn. They need to trust. They need to know how it feels to feel loved, to feel safe. And when I see some things, when I hear some things, even about some shops that I'm not quote unquote shops, like online stores, there is a scandal here in France. I don't know how wild it is in the world, like how known it is in the world. I don't really follow the news, but there are some well-known online shops that were found out to sell things that they should freaking never sell
Mm,
anyway, and on these normal stores, right?
yeah.
It just makes me sick. Like, I cannot stand any form of cruelty, and social media. Of course, there are beautiful people on social media as well, but we're talking about the ugly side here.
Yeah.
And to me, it feels disgusting with a capital D that those platforms are not more strict on these things, on
Yeah.
the bullying. even of adults, right? Like, yes, children, but also adults. I
Oh
was
yeah.
seeing a French influencer, and she has some, I don't know how to say this. I don't know her condition, but she has mental difficulties,
Okay.
and people are making fun of her. Like, don't watch her. If you're gonna be mean, don't watch her. Let her leave. At least she has a business. She's doing something with her life, right?
Yeah.
So why would you sit there and throw hate at someone who is doing something, like creating something, whether you
Yep.
like it or not? Just move on.
Yeah. I think a lot of people forget that they have free will.
Uh,
They can
yeah,
make a choice.
yeah,
Like you have free will to keep on scrolling.
yeah,
You know, and
absolutely.
going back to the business side of it, I know, for myself, I see, you know, these other people who are, you know, doing well, and it makes you feel less than,
Mhm,
and in reality, you could say whatever you want on social media. You can talk about your business like you're a 7, 8 figure business all you want all day, but is it true? And here we are as business owners looking at this going, well, what am I doing wrong? Like, and there was a point in time earlier this year where I wanted to just completely give up my business because I thought you know, this isn't going to work if I can't. I'm seeing this and I started feeling like I was less than, and like my business wasn't good enough because I wasn't doing what they were doing. And it really is a mental, yeah. I
yeah,
It's so awful. Like it really does affect you and how you show up in the world every day.
yeah. So I know some might say, well, just don't have to watch these people, but because the algorithm, once again, this fairy tale, this unicorn algorithm, you don't freaking know how it works.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just open the app and you see someone cutting their toenails. I'm like, oh, hey, hello. I don't care. Like
Right.
most random things. And it's the same for business strategies or influencers. Sometimes you see that,
Hmm.
but you don't want to see that. Like, can I please choose what I want to watch? And it's like, whoa, yeah. So, yeah, then, people can always say, yeah, then you just need to stop comparing yourself. Yes, that's
Yeah.
also true, but it's human. So I do get it. Like, yes, we need to work on the mindset and all of that. But there is still this toxicity and this thing, this whatever it is that makes you feel you're not normal when you're seeing, and thank God it's less now than a few years ago, but like those Stripe notification, PayPal notification with 10,000, and then you're like, oh, you should charge more. Yeah, but can I please do whatever I want? Can I just grow at my own pace? Can I just not
Yeah.
chase instant gratification? Because people are showing the success they've had, but we don't see the 10, 25, I don't know, years where they were on their bedroom floor eating ice cream, just depressed because they were not successful. So
Yeah.
it's always easy to be like, oh, hey, I'm flaunting my money. Nothing wrong with making money, but just don't shame people. Be real,
Yeah.
and don't make it seem like if others can't reach 100K month or whatever, they're the problem.
Yeah.
It's everyone has a story. Everyone has. I mean, not everyone, although everyone has limiting beliefs. A lot of people have trauma.
Hmm.
I don't know if everyone has, but a lot of people do,
Good majority do.
right? So we are not wired the same way. We don't respond the same way to things. For some people, being on camera is very hard, and they don't have to be shamed. I'm only getting comfortable now, more comfortable, but for years it was very difficult.
Hmm.
So don't shame someone being like, oh, you just train yourself. Like sometimes you don't have it in you, and it's not a mind like it. Yes, it's mindset, but it goes beyond mindset. But my point is, it's not will. It's not that you don't have the willpower to do it. Sometimes there is something within. I'm not talking about victim mentality or anything. I'm just talking about the real freeze, the, oh, I need to do that, the overwhelm,
Hmm.
and then the perfectionism. And then you have the procrastination.
Yep.
It seems like all these things start with a P. Perfectionism. Um,
Yeah.
like the paralysis, another P. Like this, what do I do? I
Yeah.
know I need to do that, but it is just so I think having a coach should feel like a safe space. You hire a coach, you are in this safe space, they meet you where they are, of course, to get you to another place, but not talking to you like you're already there if you're there.
Hmm.
And I'm not talking about quality, or I'm just talking about experience. I'm talking about nervous system regulation. I'm talking about trauma recovering, like rewiring or whatever the term is to the new circumstances. Like, yes, this happened, but it's not going to define. And it can take a while because sometimes you go through that and you think you're okay. But then years after, you're like, whoa, I was not okay. I
Right. Yeah.
was not okay. Like, what the hell was I doing?
Yeah.
But on the very moment, it's just like, I don't know how to define it. Is that a coping mechanism, like survival, or
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. It's one of those great mysteries that will probably never be solved.
Right.
So, where can we find you if someone wants to work with you?
Thank you. So my main place is my website, of course, because
Do
websites
not
are
look
my
for her
love
on social
language.
media. You have a blog also, right?
Yes,
And
I do.
that's okay. That's where you spend most of your
Yeah.
time, isn't it?
So yeah, morganconsulting.com, and on social media, Morgan Rose Consulting. So I do have a Facebook, I do have an Instagram, and I do have a LinkedIn, but I'm most active on LinkedIn strategically once again. And but I'm still available on this platform. Like I check my messages. It's just that I use them as I'm guided to, not as I'm told to.
Mm,
And it's not being rebellious or anything. It's just what works for me and what I choose, because we are business owners. We want to work for ourselves. If it has to feel expensive, it has to feel joyful, it has to feel um, like something we are gaining. If we wanted to feel forced to do something, we would have kept a job, like
mm.
working for a boss. So now I get we don't live in a land where there is only ponies and unicorns and rainbows and
Puppies.
we will, right, puppies. So we'll always have things that suck to do, like taxes. Who likes to pay taxes?
Yeah, nobody.
But so you have the things that are non-negotiable and you have to do. But beyond that, if you hate social media, if it feels like torture and like myself, you'd rather clean your cat's litter box, don't force yourself. Like there are other ways to do it. And if you want to use social media, just I don't want to say be authentic because it's such a fluffy, vague message. But when I say be authentic, I'm saying this more like be yourself, do what's comfortable for you, to you. if you're being told to dance on a reel and you're cringing just by thinking about it, don't force yourself. Just you one step at a time and use it your way. Show up as feels comfortable for you without falling into hiding mode, right? I'm not saying not to push ourselves, because pushing ourselves is also good sometimes within limits, but at least do what you can, and that's enough. Really, that's enough.
Yeah. Perfect. What does the future hold for Morgan?
Well, thank you for asking. I want to help more people feel like fall back in love with their business and don't see marketing as a chore, not having this sinking feeling in their stomach when they need to promote themselves. So bringing this authority, sorry for this word, but leaving the bullshit aside,
Mhm.
just doing what feels good for them. So this is really what I'm working on, like bringing the websites back, because a lot of people have said websites are dead. Google
Mhm.
is still the platform number one. Google and YouTube are number one and number two. So
Mm.
it's not dead. And yes, there is AI, but there are ways to optimize your website for AI. And people will always use Google anyway, right? Like
Mhm.
91% of people who follow a brand on Instagram or on social media, they won't buy from social media. They will, like 91% of them, go to the website before purchasing. So
Mm.
it's still the place where you get the vibe, where you get to really see what someone is up to, where you can have a more intimate connection, like first approach with the person, where you can get into their world, and also make sure to check their terms and conditions. Be- If there is no terms and conditions, and if it's not clear, that's a red flag. So making sure that these things are on point. And never be afraid to ask questions either. If someone is upset because you're asking them a question, run away.
Yeah.
They are literally telling
Fast.
you who they are. So there is no silly question. So I guess I went a little bit on a tangent when you were
Oh,
asking
you're
me,
fine.
but I'm I felt guided to share what I would have wanted to hear when I first started,
Yeah.
or when I had these business marketing, buzz babe, bro marketer, trauma kind of thing. The oh, we didn't even talk about those uh, those coffee chat that are actually sales calls in disguise. And when you're telling them you will think about it, it's like, no, let's book a call right now,
Yeah.
and you cannot
Just
escape.
yeah, just go ahead and get out your credit card.
Yeah, I will wait. No, no, I want to
Yeah.
encourage you. I want to support you. No, you want my money. Be honest.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, those slimy sales calls. Yeah. No.
Yeah. So long story short, this is the goal is to help more people get out of social media. Those who don't like, obviously, because once again, those who like, great, genuinely happy for them, for those who are succeeding. But those who are trying to fit in a mold that was never built for them in the first place, nothing wrong with you. So
Yeah.
come to us, come to our world.
Yes, come to the other
Uh,
side. We have cookies.
yes.
No pun intended. Website cookies.
Website cookies.
We have croissants.
We have croissant. Yes.
All right. Well, Morgan, thank you so much. This was
Thank
such
you.
a brilliant conversation
Thank
and
you.
very, very important topic to talk about. And
Thank you
if,
for having me. I really appreciate our conversation, and I'm looking forward to having you as a guest
yeah,
as well. We will
I
further
would.
talk about it, but I
Yep.
would really love to invite you as well, and share your genius, your magic with us.
I don't know about the genius part, but well, thank you for that. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. So thank you for hanging out with us here on Fine, I'll Talk About It. If today's episode got you thinking, hit follow or subscribe so you don't miss what's next. And if you want more real talk, more perspective shifts, and more finally someone said it moments, leave a quick review. It helps other people find the show. You can connect with me on Instagram at Inspired Action Wellness or my website at inspiredactionwellness.com for more conversations like this. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.